Well, hello my beautiful Cancerians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for September 2023. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings, I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Cancerians, this is your monthly reading for September. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. But before I even start, they're showing me an image of a compass in the water. Okay, so that can indicate that some of you will see a compass logo or a compass may be relevant for you in the coming month and a half. It can also indicate that you are trying to recalibrate your path, or you're connecting to your direction and your journey this month. You're more focused on that. It can also indicate that you're getting back on track, or you're checking in with some part of your... I just heard which way is north? Which way is north? Okay, so perhaps some of you are trying to work something out, or you are focusing on your true life's purpose this month. There's definitely an energy of checking in. I don't feel like you're searching for direction per se, because I get an energy of you kind of know which way you want to head in. But I get a sense that you're thinking about the path, or perhaps changing course on something. So please take it as it resonates. It could literally mean that you're going to find a compass in a very unusual place, and it indicates that you're going to find like an omen or a sign that you're right on target, or if you are searching for direction. But I really get a sense that you're not really searching for direction. I feel some of you may be either finding an alternative route. I feel like you very much know the goal. I feel like you know where you want to end up, okay? So, yeah, I will leave it like that. That's the energy that I'm getting. But also, they're showing me an image of the Devil card, but it's upside down. Now, when the Devil card is upside down, it tends to mean that you're either removing something that's been toxic or bad for you this month. It can indicate that you're liberating yourself from a difficult situation, or you're recovering from something that perhaps took its toll on you. Yeah, so I'm actually, I feel this month for you in particular is really about getting back on track. I mean, some of you may have been a little bit under the weather and you're really just reestablishing your power in some way, or you're getting back to best. So, yeah, I'll leave that there. Those images, I mean, maybe the Devil card in reverse. I'm not going to read reversals. I don't really read reversals at the moment. But if it comes out, then I definitely get a sense that whatever has been bugging you, I feel like is being removed from a situation, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? Now, just to let you know, September is a pretty big month for change and U-turns. It actually brings greater ease and balance. Both Venus and Mercury, they end their retrograde cycle, allowing the pressure to really be released. Now, Virgo season influences us all to get back on track, to get organized and pass a very critical eye on how you want to get moving in the right direction. And this month is where you'll feel more productive, super effective, and move forward to align with your goals. There is also a grand trine with the new moon, Uranus and Pluto, which will see you transforming your life to extreme measures just to free yourself up from the monotony of repetitive cycles. This is a month also where you'll feel in service to accomplish whatever it is you set out to do, and be proud of all that you achieve. Empowerment. Sorry, where would you like? Okay, we've got the Tower there. That's a good position for the Tower to be in, just to let you know that. Empowered and focused. is the energy you'll be tapping into, and you're going to get all the important stuff done. Now, Jupiter retrogrades this month, which means you'll be busy making your own luck. And anything that you achieve, you'll work hard for it, but you'll be very proud of your efforts. Retrogrades are not all that bad, of course. It gives you an opportunity to take a step back, reflect. And this month you may actually revisit something that you used to love doing, or revisit a place that you love going. I mean, that you used to love going, but you lost touch with. And I definitely get a sense that some of you are rediscovering parts of yourselves that you may have felt a little bit detached from as well. Now, we have a little bit of a fiery energy at the end of the month. It can be a little bit of a bumpy energy to navigate, okay? But we do have a full moon in Aries that gives you that extra power to launch ideas or re-strategize and find that extra energy to accomplish whatever it is you set out to do. Now, remember also Uranus and Pluto, they are working in tandem throughout this year. So you might see some hidden agendas come to light, or you may see some governmental policies change that can shock people or awaken people. And I definitely see there's going to be some exposés as we move throughout September into the rest of the month. Well, I meant the rest of the year, actually, through September into the rest of the year, okay? Now, on a personal level, though, you're going to be feeling more productive, you're going to be busy doing, and you're going to be proud of the efforts that you're making. Your first card there is the snowflake. So this is about you remembering that you are unique. Okay, now your third house of communication is actually influencing you at the beginning of the month. So this is about finding your voice to speak loud and proud, express yourself, express your ideas, and also the law of attraction works well for you now as you visualize and communicate to the universe what you desire to manifest. What steps do you need to take to get to where you want to go? Also, you may have a little bit more interaction with neighbors or siblings or family members this month, and some quick travel may occur for you. It may be a quick trip, maybe a road trip or just a weekend away. Some of you may have also booked travel later on in the month to travel abroad or go somewhere for a little bit longer, okay? But ultimately this month you may feel compelled to study or take a class or just absorb new information that helps you either increase your knowledge on a personal level or upskill your talent, because I feel like you're very, very gifted at whatever it is that you do. Now, also your 10th house of ambition takes over from that. You'll have the energy, the drive, the motivation to get projects finished, your tasks done. So whether you're in the career sector or not, this is really about tapping into that sense of productivity to focus on your tasks or responsibilities and make sure that you finish whatever it is you start. Now, also, if you are in business, this is a time to make your mark in the part of the world that you are working in and establish your reputation as successful, as someone with great ideas and destined for the top. But on a general level, like on a personal level, you'll feel more organized, more focused to hit your targets, whatever they may be. But the snowflake here is really about you realizing that you're different, and that's okay. It says here, different, unique, fragile, clarity, impermanence, individuality, and complexity. So some of you may be actually tapping into some very complex, very deep, spiritual thoughts this month, where you'll be thinking about your purpose, your true life's mission, shall we say. But also, because we have the Queen of Wands there and the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like you're looking at a couple of things. One is that you may be looking at the way that you work and how you use your energy, and you may be cutting out anything that drains your energy or any situations or environments or people that perhaps drain your energy or try to derail you or distract you. I feel like you're not actually allowing anything to distract you this month. Passion is your power. So I definitely get a sense that you're moving towards your goals, but also I see some of you really looking at yourself aesthetically. Now, I don't like to talk about aesthetics in readings. It's not something that normally comes up. But with the Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, along with the Snowflake card, it can indicate that some of you are thinking about revamping a look, or you're investing more time in the way that you present yourself. I mean, for some of you, it could be that you're going for an interview at a working environment and you want to look your best and feel your best, and I feel like you are on tip-top shape to get whatever it is that you want. I actually see you getting either a contract or, I feel like some of you may go for a couple of roles, and I definitely see that you're going to be offered two of them, and I feel like there's one in particular that you'll gravitate towards. So if you're looking for a new position or you're looking for a job, there's definitely one that I feel like you're following your heart. You're doing something that you love. Hold that feeling that all is well, and it shall be so, okay? So be confident in your wonderful self. And for the rest of you, I feel like you may be revamping your wardrobe, or you may decide to do something new with your hair, or, just change something about you, okay? I feel like the energy's coming through like that, okay? I'm going to move away from that energy because it's not something I really like to pay close attention to. But the Queen of Wands really is about finding more energy to focus on transforming your life in some way. Now, also, I feel like some of you may be a little bit more creative this month, and I feel like you are connecting to people, very soulful people who are like-minded individuals. So some of you may pick up a hobby, or you may join a group where you're interested in something that informs you, and I feel like you're going to bond with people. Also, the Queen of Wands is about your expression, expressing yourself in your own unique way and having the courage to do that. So whatever it is that you're dedicating yourself to, your visions are becoming a reality for your highest good. And I really get a sense that you're inspired this month, lots of new ideas, and you're working hard. So if you are in a career environment, I definitely see you focusing on your money. Even if you're not in a career environment, I see that money is a focus for you. And I feel like some of you, I'm just getting a real sense that some of you may think about something creative that you could do that could bring in more finances. So you could be thinking about startups this month. Some of you may actually set up your own business, become an entrepreneur. That's definitely in the energy. And I'm feeling that collectively for a lot of people for the last couple of months, that people are thinking about doing something that they are good at, because you definitely have talent and skills. And I see that you're looking at things in your life this month that are just not working, or that are wasting your time and your energy, and you're like dissatisfied. So I get a sense here that you are almost like recalibrating or redeveloping something, and I feel like you're checking in with the exchange. Now, the Eight of Pentacles at grassroots, this is about your investment in yourself, okay? So I really get a sense that some of you are looking at how you may have neglected your own needs because you've been very, very busy, or you've been super focused on work. I definitely see with the Eight of Pentacles that you are continuing to focus on your finances, and you're working hard for something, and you're having the energy and the drive to make sure it becomes a reality. But also the Eight of Pentacles is about apprenticeship, or gaining new knowledge, upskilling, or learning a new craft that can help you. If you're retired, for example, it can mean that some of you are trying to use your finances to the best of your abilities to keep doing things that you love and making sure that you still have money in the bank. So I really get a sense that you are connecting to things that you love doing, whether that's something creative or something physical. Could be, because wands are all about passion, about physical energy, or channeling that energy into something that is worth it. So with the Eight of Pentacles, I feel that some of you could take a class or put yourself on some online learning. It doesn't have to be a class. It could be that you're watching videos online, like on YouTube, for free. But I definitely get a sense that you are like a sponge this month, where you're absorbing a lot of knowledge. You're actually very intelligent, and I feel like you're going to use that information in order to inform your life in some way. And I feel like you're on the up. But I get a sense that you are also attracting a lot more towards you, okay? You're magnetic, okay? The Queen of Wands is like a magnet. So it depends on whatever it is that you're focused on, because thoughts become things. But because you have that magnetic energy, you actually have an innate power about yourself. And they're showing me a lion in the water right now. So, I mean, that could indicate that someone who is a Leo, and that is a Leo card right there, okay? It could mean that someone who is a Leo or has Leo placements will be very significant for you in the month of September. Doesn't have to be. It can be someone who is very passionate about what they do, and they give you a piece of information or a piece of knowledge that will help you. But I feel from this lion energy that they're showing me, it's about you reestablishing your power, taking pride in you, your home, your work, and but most importantly, I feel like there's this energy of remembering your sovereignty. That's a very powerful sentence, okay? So I really get a sense that you're doing that, okay? Now, the Eight of Pentacles, again, they want let me move on from this. The Eight of Pentacles can also indicate that some of you, you're feeling like it's the same old thing, just a different day. You're in a repetitive cycle. You've committed yourself to things. You've dedicated yourself to some sort of routine in your life. And you, with the Tower in the Resistance position, some of you may have been feeling a little bit stuck. And with the Queen of Wands, this is really about finding a little bit more spontaneity in your world. It's really about opening yourself up to a little bit more fun, meeting new people, and, you know, really getting yourself out there, or trying to find creative ways to get out of the humdrum of the everyday. Now, we do have the Rider. It's in the Resistance position, so it's like you got it in the reverse. But by the end of the month, it will be in the upright. So some of you have been feeling a little bit grounded and stuck, or you may have felt that things are not moving in the right direction, or that there's no new information, there's nothing going on. And I really get a sense that that changes for you. There's some sudden developments for you at the end of the month that are going to really make your heart smile, is what they're showing me. Now, it says here, taking action, news, quick, arrival, messages, visitor. I definitely get a sense that the majority of my beautiful Cancerians out there are going to meet someone new. Now, this someone new is going to enter your life, and I feel this person is someone who's going to stick around. Now, I mean, if you're looking for love, there is a potential for that to develop into a high-level commitment where you will actually end in a relationship. This is going to be a long-term thing, maybe a partnership that will lead to marriage, proposal, that sort of thing. Very romantic, so I definitely see that you and this person will meet. When you first meet, I get a sense that it's going to be quite by surprise, but I also get a sense that there is a bit of a pause between you and this person really starting to establish a relationship. And it's not the will they, won't they phase where everything's like, you know, sussing each other out and that flirtatious energy and that chemistry. I feel like there's genuinely a pause. Like either you or that person have to go away, or you're going on a vacation or a business trip. There's just some sort of break in between. And I feel it may feel challenging at first, but I feel you both come together and establish a long-term relationship. Okay, so that's just what's coming in there. If you're not looking for love, I definitely see that if you're in a relationship, some of you may be thinking about relocating, okay? You may have even been putting off a move for a little while, or you're just checking what's out there, and I feel like you may discover a place that you really love. I feel it's a little bit more money than you were hoping to spend, okay? That's what I'm seeing there. But I do see that there could be some fluctuation in the future on that property if you are wanting to wait. I do see there'll be competition for it, but I feel also the people will be looking at this property like it's just overpriced. And I feel like they won't go for it either, okay? But I do feel like there's eyes on this property. I don't want you to feel pressure, because whatever is meant for you will never pass you by. But I get a sense that this property will come down in price, okay? So do with that information what you will. But ultimately, the Rider is about your journey. And for some of you, you may have been feeling a little bit stuck, or you may have felt that you know where you want to go. And then I get this energy again that you know where you want to go, but you may feel it's a long journey, or it's difficult to get there, or it just feels like right now you have to wait on something. So perhaps you're waiting on some training. Maybe some of you are, you know, getting a qualification, or you are checking with your goals and you feel like now's not the right time to launch it because it may be seasonal, whatever this is that you're connecting to. So I definitely see that you may launch it right at the end of the month. Okay. Now also we've got the King of Pentacles, and it's in the Resistance position. On a personal level, this is about something that perhaps is an idea that you want to invest in. It could be a business idea, and it just feels like you're not wanting to follow through on it just yet. You're pausing it, or you're just feeling like you haven't had the motivation or the drive to really connect to it. Because remember, when everything aligns and you'll have the energy to move forward with it, that's the right moment. Sometimes we can have incredible ideas and we get really inspired and we're like, yeah, we're gonna do this. And then the next day you have a little bit of a lower energy and you're like, yeah, maybe I'll do it tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow. And then the moment will appear when you have all the energy and the inspiration to go through with it. So, you know, don't be too critical or harsh on yourself if you're feeling like, oh, I've got that idea, but I haven't done it. I do feel like you will revisit it, and I do see you getting it launched or up and running, or aspects of it up and running by the end of this month, the September month, okay? And I feel like it was meant to be on pause. because you needed to either learn something more or you needed to wait for the right moment, okay? And you will know when that is. For some of you with the King of Pentacles, you've been feeling that money is a little bit scarce right now, okay? And I feel like you're being very savvy with your finances, you're being tight with your budget. I feel like you're thinking of your financial future, okay? It's like if you invest in the now, it'll pay off in the future, especially with that Eight of Pentacles there. So some of you are inspired to be more financially minded, okay? And the King of Pentacles, although it starts in the reverse position, it's in the upright by the end of the month. So that means an increase in finances. I mean, the King of Pentacles also indicates that you're going to be very, very busy, lots of administrative tasks, very productive, you know, sending off lots of emails, taking calls, organizing appointments, doing all the stuff, right? I feel like you're going to be in the mode of doing lots of tasks. You're going to be very productive, very busy, but I feel like you are looking at how money has become a little bit stuck, or you're trying to increase your flow of money this month, and you could be launching a business idea or setting up an entrepreneurship. I really get a sense that you'd be really good at it because you are a water element, so you're very flexible, but also you are intuitive and you're very sensitive, emotional, creative, and I feel like you know and understand people and your market. So I really feel that intuitively you'll be led to the right point to launch something, and you have the right product or the right thing that you're connecting to. I feel like you are really gifted at what you do. But something that was stuck seems to be moving forward in the month for you as we go through September, especially around about the second week. Okay, there's like, it's almost like a switch. It gets clicked and you're like, oh, things are now moving, okay? You may not even be able to put your finger on it as to why things are moving, but it's just moving forward for you, okay? Now also, the King of Pentacles indicates that having trust in the universe, in divine timing, and your manifestations, I feel like you're attracting what you need, but even more than what you expect, okay? I feel like you've got a plan, you're sticking to that plan, and I do feel like you know where you're going, but I get a sense that some of you are just recalibrating, or it's almost like some of you may have like a little plot twist or a sidestep. Now, Cancerians, I mean, if you really think about the crab, because they were showing me the crab earlier, and I thought, well, I'm about to do a Cancerian reading, so that's the image that you're obviously showing me. But crabs, they actually take a bit of a sidestep. I mean, they side, but they still get to where they want to go. So I feel there may be a little bit of a sidestep this month. It's not negative. It doesn't feel like a sidestep and a waste of your time. It feels like a sidestep closer to whatever it is that you have on your mind. Now we have the Tower. It's in the resistance position. That's exactly where you want it to be, okay? That tells me that for some of you, you have been feeling stuck, but you're about to liberate yourself out of a difficult situation. But change is good for you with this card, okay? I feel like you're actually like shedding foundations that are not stable in your life. So if you have a person who comes in and out promising you the world, but they never deliver anything, I feel like you're distancing yourself from that. I feel like you're cutting out anything that has made you feel lethargic or made you feel drained. I really feel that you are making this Tower work for you. The Tower in this position actually means that you're avoiding any sort of disastrous experiences. I feel like change is difficult, and sometimes you can be shocked or shaken by it. But I feel like intuitively, you are making some major changes that bring you out of your comfort zone. Now, I just want to pull a card on the Tower and the King of Pentacles, because I get some of you are thinking about relocating, and I get a sense that you're feeling a bit stuck because financially the markets are like crazy right now. But also I feel like some of you are really intuitively preparing for an economic fluctuation. I mean, all the signs point to it. You'd have to be completely like from a different planet if you didn't realize that financially, economically, things are really tense right now, okay? And I feel that there's an energy of establishments crumbling. So some of you are trying to safeguard and protect the finances that you have by making sure that they're not in establishments that are linked by license. So if anything was to go down, for example, and you had a certain amount of money in one bank and another establishment, you'd only be insured for one. So I feel like you're being really financially savvy. Also with the Queen of Wands, I feel like you're having, like, it's twice it's shown up for you. So you're having a major glow up. I feel like you are reestablishing your power, but there's something here. The Five of Cups is like you're you're grieving something, or you're releasing grief or sadness, or you feel like there's been a loss. For some of you, you may have had a separation. You may have had a shocking separation from somebody, and I feel like you're looking at the past and how things went down, but I feel like you are freeing yourself up from that, and you're having a bit of a glow up. And whoever you may have walked away from, or if they walked away from you, I feel like there's regret there. I feel like this person is looking at you like you're moving on, and you're getting over it. And I feel like you are just focusing on your future, and you're only going where you feel happy or where the sun shines. That's the energy that I'm getting as well. Also, with the Five of Cups, some of you are lamenting the fact that perhaps you don't have a relationship right now, or you don't have something that you're trying to attract into your life. Because remember, at Grassroots, the Queen of Wands is about attraction, that magnet. You have the power of attraction, and that's in more ways than one. And I really get a sense that something that perhaps you've been trying to magnetize towards you, whether it's a relationship, whether it's an opportunity, whether it's money, I feel that it's been hard, and I feel it may have not gone the way that you'd hoped for in the past. But as you can see there, this figure cannot see that there's two cups being delivered by the universe. So things are being orchestrated behind the scenes for something to show up for you. And your final card is actually that Two of Cups for the month of September. So whatever it is that you are trying to magnetize towards you, it is on its way. And we've got the Clover, which is the equivalent of the Wheel of Fortune. And if you know my readings, you'll know that a Tower and a Wheel of Fortune show up together. So this can indicate some major luck coming your way, a shocking surprise that actually is a beneficial one, okay? Now, if you're in the career sector, some of you may hear of a very important figure in the company leaving. It may come as a shock, okay? But it actually opens up opportunity for other people to elevate and staircase. So you may benefit from a promotion or raise because this person leaves, okay? Also, I'm getting a sense that with the Tower and the King of Pentacles there, some of you may feel that, well, I really get a sense there may be an important figure who has been around for quite some time. Could be a neighbor, could be someone that, you know, it could be a friend, may tell you that they're relocating. And for some of you, I get a sense that some of you are going to shock others by saying, you know what, I've decided to move. I get a sense that there's a shocking move here, okay? A relocation, or someone leaving a situation. But it's lucky for you. Whatever this situation is, it's lucky for you, okay? We've got luck, fortune, success, surprise, win, opportunity, second chances, and unexpected. And so, for example, some of you may get an unexpected opportunity to elevate in your career, a promotion, but you may have to wait. So you may hear about it, but you may have to wait until contracts are drawn up, or you may have to wait until a person vacates their position so that you can have their position. I really get a sense that there is a pause, especially since we have the Hangman and the Five of Wands there. Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups, lots of opportunity being delivered, something that's going to make your heart smile. And if you are looking for love, I feel like actually love is coming in. It's a new person, and it will lead to a partnership. If ever there was an indication that love is arriving for you, an Ace of Cups and a Two of Cups establishes a long-term relationship and a marriage, okay? And I feel like you've waited a long time for that. Ultimately, the Hangman energy indicates that you've waited for knowledge that will help you in your awakening and on your path. So I feel that some of you have made a lot of sacrifices to be where you are right now. And I get a sense that there has been a time of inaction where it just feels like nothing's been happening, but it's given you an opportunity to reflect in order to get busy moving in the direction you really want to. Sometimes we have to take a pause in order to check in with ourselves and make sure that we're on the right path. And with the Five of Wands, I feel like there's this energy of being in training. So some of you may actually go back to class or college, get a qualification or a certificate, in order to enhance your skill set and elevate. But with the Five of Wands, some of you may also, on a personal level, feel like you need to get yourself moving. Some of you may feel challenged, that you have a lot of pent-up energy with the Queen of Wands energy there. And the Five of Wands is, how do I channel that energy into something that's beneficial for me? So I really get a sense some of you are either joining the gym, or you're taking up some sort of exercise to channel that, or even some sort of creative endeavor to get your voice, get your thoughts, your energy out of your body in a really productive and healthy way, and like onto a canvas or onto a page of writing or whatever it is. I really get a sense that you're channeling your energy, and something that has been difficult will be rewarding, because the Five of Wands can be a lot of brainstorming, but as you can see, it's represented by 2 roses there that have thorns. Now, the roses are blossoming. The thorns represent it has been hard, it has been difficult and challenging, but it will be worth it. I really get a sense it's worth it. Ace of Cups, 2 of Cups, I feel like there's a lot of abundance headed towards you. I also get a sense that you're leaving the month on a note of hope. Okay, I get a sense here that you're doing something that you love. Could be a dream job opportunity coming in. But ultimately, I see that you are becoming really comfortable with your emotions. There's a heart connection here. And I really get a sense that some of you are exploring who you are and what you've gone through, and you're healing aspects of yourself in order to become more self-sufficient, more in tune with your intuition. And I get a sense here that some of you are really going to reestablish your belief in the law of attraction. Okay, I feel a lot of you are checking your exchange, the effort that you put into things, and whether you get benefit out of it. Okay, and I feel I'm just going to pull a little bit more. I feel like you do increase your finances in the month of September. So even if you're like looking at your pension, you may see that it goes up a little bit. Some of you may hear of like a dividend that comes in if you're into investing, or you may hear of an opportunity that comes your way. I see that there is like something being offered to you. And again, the Magician card is your final card, which indicates that it's all about your focus this month, but also I feel like you reestablish your belief in the law of attraction, and I feel like your thoughts are becoming reality. I get a sense that you are very gifted at what you do. You're going to have increased confidence this month, and you're going to accomplish whatever it is that you set out to do, because I feel like you're in balance. I feel like you've got all the elements in play there. You've got the water, earth, fire, and air. So water is all about your emotions. You're in tune with your dreams, your goals, and your visions. You are, allowing manifestation to take form. Fire, the wands are all about your passion, your desire, and you've definitely got that. Earth is all about your plan. You're grounded in reality, and you're putting a lot of effort and energy into it. And air is the mind. You have incredible ideas, and you can see it through. Really voice your true, authentic self to the universe, and I feel like everything's coming together nicely for you. Okay, thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Okay, I'm just going to get some final cards for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Okay, so let's leave that there. Really interesting. I rarely use the word sovereignty in my readings, and I actually got this energy from that lion about sovereignty, and the Sovereign card came out. It says governing your own life, in charge, rise to the top, leadership, freedom, lifestyle. Okay. We've got Magic Mirror, so that definitely indicates that some of you are thinking about your looks, reestablishing reinventing yourself, or reinventing a wardrobe, or just really, not neglecting yourself because you've been busy. It says here, public persona, you are the product, sales, social media, speaker, leader. We've also got prospects, securing your future. That definitely came up in your reading for this month. It says wise spending, speculation, acquire, compound, and fund. We've also got clever ploy. Okay, so you're being very astute. It says stepping up your game, outwitting them, negotiating better deals, wise tactics, and behind the scenes. And I definitely see behind the scenes things are being orchestrated to come your way. And it says opening, bloom where you're planted, use your gifts, nurturing, spirit work, plan unfolding. So I'm just going to go and get some final rune before we close. Now I've mixed the rune and the trinkets together, so to give a little bit more depth, but they've only given you one rune, which is really interesting, and they've given you this one, which is Harvest. It's the year rune, and this is really about reward, it's about peace, it's about confidence, but it's also about your commitment to your goals and dreams. So I feel like you're going to be really happy. Some of you are going to be thinking more about the home space, okay? So you may be doing a bit of DIY, or you may actually be like trying to plant roots or find out where you feel like home, but I feel like all this hard work, I feel like you're working towards something, and in the month of September, you're going to see some sort of sign or indication that what you're working for is paying off, okay? So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you, my beautiful Cancerians. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel, completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Cancerians, and love and light.